I am Bhakti Varma, and we have Richa as well with us, and we're the co-founders of the Bodhi Journal. It's a journaling supply stationery website that we started recently during the website, and we started from Instagram. We are an Instagram first brand, and gradually after some period of time we started our own website, and the response has been really good. We have stationery supplies like stickers, we have rubber stamps, we have a lot of ephemera related products too, and recently we launched a really huge collection of journals as well.
That's great. It sounds really interesting. So let's start with the interview. Okay,
Yes.
so the first question goes like, what inspired you to start this business?
So Richa, will you go first?
Uh, so, okay, so what inspired us was basically we've always, as children, we both have done a lot of artwork in school. We've done assignments, and we always, creatively expressed ourselves. Like that's how we knew, that's how we grew up. So I think that is what inspired us to begin with this. Like during lockdown, we this is how we shared, like we started sharing our threads and sharing our artwork during lockdown. And that's the only way we could communicate during lockdown, being apart. So gradually that's how it started. Like we then Bhakti took over the page. Like she opened like she's like, we should share whatever we're sharing with everyone. And then that's how we realized there's like a whole way how to express yourself creatively online. So that's how it started.
Great. Okay, so the next question is, did you have anyone experienced on board for this business?
Basically, the only experience we kind of got to the table was from our past jobs. So I had 4 years of experience working as a social media executive, and other than social media, there was also a lot of other responsibilities I had that I was managing. And since we were a small team, there was more of you know decision making that I had on hand. But other than that, when it comes to entrepreneurial experience, none of us had that. But I still remember that when I was in college, when I was in actually I'm an alumni of KC College,
Yeah,
and yes, so I did my BMS from KC, and I still remember that I think it was my second year or third year of BMS. I made these handmade hairbands, and I made rings. I made these little accessories for girls, and that was my a very small baby step to a venture that I started. And eventually, and that's when I knew I wanted to do something of my own. And somewhere maybe that dream got lost, and it recently just got revived during the pandemic. Yeah, so that is like the whole story of how it came about.
such an inspiring story. Okay, so the next question is, why only the name Bodhi Journal? Why not something else for this?
So there were a lot of things that went into this, that what should be the name of the brand. So when I started off, it was actually not going to be a shop. It was just going to be a page where we share our paintings or our journal spreads. Because since I am more of a collage person, and Richa is more of a person who does sketching and painting, that is her forte. So we thought we can mix and match our skill set and bring that to the community, and start a page showcasing that, just for our sake. And then I realized, when I started journaling, I realized, oh, there are not enough shops in India where we can get the journaling supply. So then eventually we thought of a name, and I wanted the name to be spiritually inclined. Since we are also spiritually inclined beings, we decided it has to be something related to that. And what better name than Bodhi Journal? So Rija, would you like to explain what exactly Bodhi Journal means?
So,
The
so the
literal.
word Bodhi comes from the Sanskrit word Budh, which means to awaken or to seek understanding. So our main objective of starting this page was so that we drive others to also self explore themselves and you know creatively express themselves, like I said earlier, through the process of art and journaling. Like it's very innate. Like like for Bhakti, it's very innate, her skills of building a collage from what she feels. So, and for me it's with painting. Like that's how I feel. Like if I'm not feeling good, my painting won't turn out good. So that's the thing. Like we want to promote how to use our, basically use your, it's a peaceful process. Like it's like that's, and the word represents that. Like it's meditative. It's
Very meditative, yeah.
yeah. The word bodhi means like the bodhi tree also signifies the tree of awakening, right? So that's why we have a leaf, like as a brand logo, so that artistically you can awaken yourself. Like, so that was like the idea behind it.
Really loved the idea. It is something very thoughtful and deep.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next question is, since any business needs a lot of research and everything, so how much time did it take for you all to research for this particular thing?
I don't think we really did any research. Like
Or
Bhakti, she was
yeah,
so into her work, I think, and she just took over. Like she's like, okay, this is not, like, this is what we need, and she just got it out there. Like
yeah, so
so.
the first actually we used to skim through a lot of we used to spend a lot of time on Pinterest. That was our go-to place to find
Yeah.
inspiration. And I thought, why not? I used to see a lot of international pages that were selling journaling supply, and I said, this is something we can do in India itself. Why to get stuff from abroad? And since websites like AliExpress were put a ban on, India had like that hope, that opportunity was just waiting there to start something like that for India. So, sorry, I just so just edit this part out. What was the question again? I'm so sorry.
Research. We do any research? Like
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. How much
yeah.
time did it take for you all to
And
research?
So okay, so we used to do a lot of. So I'll start again. So we used to do a lot of research on Pinterest. We used to spend time on websites like that, and actually it's a social media platform. So we used to spend a lot of time there and see things. And we thought, why not bring this stuff to India? Why not bring these products to India and create something that is Indian made itself? Okay, and so I don't know what's wrong with me.
so basically, she realized how
I'm
there's a
sorry.
gap. Like the reason, like through
I know what I was going to talk about now. So, other thing is the first ever product that was the Bodhi Journal kit, the botanical kit. Sorry, the first ever product, the botanical kit, took me quite a time to get there to make the entire kit because it was actually a long process. So, since I started, it didn't feel, I was in the moment and I was in the flow. But I also did a lot of research, to where, how do I make the kit, what kind of elements should be included in the kit. And I wanted to create something that was very versatile. Okay, very versatile, something everybody could use, even somebody who's just starting off journaling could use. So that is one thing that took a lot of time, but ever since we started that one step was done. After that, things just started flowing on its own. So yeah, finally we got that answer.
Also, like, I'm looking in like towards you, you're right, because I'm not using my laptop. I'm out, so इसका camera तो नीचे है. So I don't know if my eye contact is proper ना.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it is fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In fact, I'm looking down because I my eye level. I
नहीं, because इसका कैमरा इधर है, so if I look ऐसे ना, it feels like मैं बहंगी और उधर देख रही हूँ कहीं पे.
नहीं,
So your
eye level. This is proper. What you're looking right now is fine.
Okay. Okay, so the next question is, what was your friends and family's reaction when you told them that you are getting into a business?
So at first, let me tell you, people don't really take you seriously, especially, I mean,
Absolutely.
whether it is friends, family, extended family, whoever it is, people don't take you seriously. I think they think it's just a hobby. hobby, you know. But eventually, from the start, I had a lot of support of my husband, my partner, and also our father really was supportive. I think Richa will tell you how he really supported us through this in terms of sourcing. Why don't you
Yes.
share that experience, Richa?
Yeah. So I think if he would not be there, I don't think this would be possible right now, like at the stage we are at, because like the rubber stamps are something which are not very uh, much trending in India, like compared to, like, we've got it here, which is totally Indian based. So that is one of our best selling product and really unique. Like, it's, so if that wouldn't be there, like he has helped me like throughout in the production of the rubber stamps. So that is like one of the main product. And yeah, so he has taught us a lot of things, skills, like like how to deal with vendors and how to get the work done, like taking care of your finances, like that's a thing he encourages. So he's very supportive in that. Like I am very grateful and thankful to him about it.
But I believe that nothing like you know the if parents are supportive, if family is supportive, it's possible for if this is to all the entrepreneurs who want to be entrepreneurs out there. If your family is there to support, it's a plus point. It's definitely a plus point because at the end of the day, I also have somebody to go to and discuss what has been happening with the brand and certain decisions. Maybe you cannot look at it objectively, but a third person may be able to give you a very different perspective. That is why support is required. But yeah, even if you don't have support, but sometimes you have to believe in yourself because others will not may not believe in you. But the important core is that you believe in yourself, you believe in what you're doing, your product, your service, and things will eventually fall into place. Also, it takes a lot of patience to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a lot of patience and hard work to reach the point where you're at today.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next question goes like, did you always dream of having a startup or this was something unplanned?
It's a difficult question to answer because I feel like for
Like
me,
dreams
first,
keep changing.
you keep changing. Yes, that's true. But like I'll tell you my experience. For me, I had already mentioned this in the earlier questions that when I was in college, when I was in KC, I was really determined that someday I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to start something of my own. This was one big dream that I had. And the thing is, after you start, like after you're done with college, you're done with your masters, the best next thing to do is get a job. That is what we are told. But corporate was such that it makes you forget your what your dreams were. You are in that flow and you're working on these things, and suddenly you just for that moment forget that this is what you were meant to do or this is what your dream was. But that the entire thing changed after I quit my job and I was on a lookout for a job, and I was not able to find something that was to my liking or the kind of role that I wanted. So eventually, it was a good thing, though it really stressed me out. But eventually, it was a great thing. After that pandemic hit, and I had to be at home, and I had no other job options. So, I didn't want to just waste my time, and I didn't want to be financially dependent on someone else. I wanted to make my own mark, and that's when I thought, oh yeah, this is a good business idea. Let me just see where it leads to.
Okay. Okay, so the next question is, what do you think is the unique selling point of your products according to you?
Richard, do you want me to answer? You want to answer this? Take this question.
Yeah, you can answer. Like the main thing is that, like, I think our main USP would be like our curation. Like we think a lot, like you said earlier. Like it's very thoughtful. Our brands, we think a lot before putting something out there. We think towards how the audience will, you know, react to it, how they will like how would they feel once they receive the product? Like that's the end point, right? So
And plus, it is all made in India, right?
Yes,
yes,
these are one of the best things that we are so proud to say that, we're so proud to say that we're bringing journaling supply that is made in India. It's
and
a
we've
very
got
nice feeling actually to
yeah,
say
and we've got
something like
many
that.
supporters saying the same thing, like they are looking, some people cannot afford, right? Like they cannot, so our also USP would be bringing affordable stationery, journaling stationery, because like some people would be like would opt for international brands, but then they would be very expensive, right, with the shipping and everything, the cost. So our main thing is to get affordable journaling stationery to the Indian market.
And also there are certain elements I would like to say that have a relatability. For example, we have certain spreads which will have Indian elements, and that is something you will not find in products that are international. So we kind of try to bring that Indian touch also to our products
It's
somewhere.
a sudden connect.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. People relate and they feel happy that okay, somebody like this is doing in India. Our customers, our buyers, they're so happy with what they receive. So that is our priority. That has been one of our very important goal, that our customers should be happy, and it's not just products that we are selling. It's also an experience, right? So the best part is, if I may just put this point across, that we're not building a brand, but we are building a community. It's a community where I've seen, like I'm telling you, this is one of, we are blessed to have a community of customers like this. They're supportive, they're very encouraging. They actually, we understand each other's creative sides, each other's creative expressions, and also there are a lot of people who are going through so much in their life, and it is through this platform that we've been able to share so many things with each other, and it's a beautiful bond that we have. And I would really like you all to read a certain testimonial that is on our website. So if you get the time, just quickly scroll down, and there's one testimonial section on our website. And there's something one of our customers shared which was so touching. And this is what we are doing. This is why we are doing what we are doing.
Sure, sure. We'll check the testimonial part for sure for on your website. Okay, so for the next question, the question goes, was there any point where you felt like giving up on this startup because things weren't going the way you all planned it to?
Oh, we feel this every day. I'm telling you this part. The thing about being entrepreneurs for both of us is that there's struggle every day, there are new challenges every day, and then there are moments like, I think I have more of these moments than Richa, where I go like, oh my god, I really don't want to, I don't think this is working out. I don't want to do this anymore. But when then we go back to reading our customers, what our customers have written to us, and that just warms our heart, and that pushes us and gives us this determination that no, we need to continue what we are doing.
Like
Okay.
It is
it's for the greater good, not just for us.
for
So
the
we can't should not work towards it, right? So
And just a minute, there's
I
someone.
think, oh no,
Yeah, wait. Raj.
sorry.
Hello, Raj. Hello.
sorry, I think somebody
Entered by mistake.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay, so the next question goes. Let's start with the next question, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so if you were to start some other business besides Bodhi Journal, what would it be?
So I'll Rita, you go first. For you, what would it be? Then tell mine.
so I think it would be like a mix of I think lifestyle products. Like we've thought of it, but it's another challenge again. Like your previous question, will we feel like giving up? So I think maybe in the future we'll think about it. Like starting a new business would be a lifestyle. So like everyday products, like or art products, like things you can use in everyday life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
something
everyday
something
basis.
like, if you heard of this brand called Nicobar, So we're really inspired. That brand really inspires us. So in if it wasn't for something like Bodhi Journal, it would be definitely something like a lifestyle brand, which is very on similar lines to Nicobar. But
You all also do have this page where you sell pre-loved books, right?
yes, we do. Yes. So yeah, that was like that's the side hustle, because we thought that somewhere this goes hand in hand. But eventually, we are looking at having an extension to Bodhi Journal, which is the Bodhi Life. So we figure out what kind of products, new products we can bring there. So that is something is on the line.
Okay, we would be excited to see what you all come up with next. And now, lastly, what advice would you give for someone who wants to start with their own business?
So Yuja, you want to go first, or should I? You want
No,
to like?
I think authenticity is the most important, like being true to your brand and you having a fixed goal, like what, like you have to have something in your, like you have to have a vision, like,
Vision, yeah, vision is the word. Yeah.
so your vision, being authentic to that vision, and yeah, you want to add anything more?
Yes, I think that sometimes we try to compare a lot. We try to
Yeah.
compare ourselves a lot to the growth and the success of someone else, right? So, as an entrepreneur, you always have to think about what your journey is going to be and start taking baby steps, because you're not starting from whatever you're comparing yourself to. First of all,
Mm.
don't compare. But if you're, just start taking baby steps and be true to that, be true to yourself, be true to your brand, and eventually when you start taking these baby steps, you will reach somewhere. I'm not saying we have reached the height but where we want to be. But yeah, the progress comes, and it comes with patience and a lot of hard work. And also that you have to accept that there will be failures, there will be something that will not work out. It always happens. It's very common. There are certain losses you'll face, there will be some drawbacks and fall downs. It's part of an entrepreneurial journey, so you just have to embrace that. I know it's a very bitter medicine to swallow, but it eventually you try to get hang of it. And if suppose there's one person, okay, one person who will give you negative feedback, because this personally happened it with me. Okay, there was one feedback which was not all, you know not hyping up stuff, not hyping up the brand. And we felt really, we got very affected by it, and this was in the initial stages. But you cannot please everyone. I mean, that feedback needs to be taken, and you need to think through, okay, how you can improve. But it shouldn't be something that just completely lets you down. And always try to think, how can you make things better? How can you improve your brand? What are these changes you can bring that will take you a step further, instead of wasting your time comparing yourself to somebody else.
Absolutely. So that was it for the interview. Thank you so much for taking out time from your precious schedule and giving time to us. And I must say, all your products are unique, and it's a delight to watch your artworks. It is really soothing and satisfying to watch your artworks.
Thank you so much, Kaya. Thank you for this interview. It's like we feel very nice to be here. Seriously, we are so grateful to be a part of it. Thank you.